Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the Nexus Division matchup in the Nexus Gaming series, and we have La Familia in the blue and Mallow Oats in the red. As you can see, there is a Medivh in this game, and I do have a fun little prediction for all of you at home, so let's get those gambles going right now as we have... Will Medivh finish his baseline stacks? Now, for anyone that might be new to the gamble, might not know how Medivh baseline works, here's the explanation as we have the load-in for Infernal Shrines. Arcane Rift, you have to hit 40 enemy heroes with your Q, your Arcane Rift. So you can actually see right here, it's this little bad boy right there. Now, if you die, you lose every single one of your stacks. So, that is the gamble essentially. Will Medivh have these 40 stacks completed? Now, also to note, if Medivh finishes the 40 stacks, he will not lose them upon death once you finish the 40 stacks. It's one of those things where if you do use it, you don't lose it. Sure enough, whatever. We should all start a harem. I guess, sure. But if we all start a harem, who will actually be in it? Mr. Old School, what's up, bud? Oh, Mr. Old School 420.
Smoke weed every day.
Good to see you. Did y'all hear the sad news last night? That Coolio passed away? What a bummer, man. What an absolute bummer. 59 years old. That's sad. Why can't they just take the Kardashians instead? That's my 2 cents. Like, could we get like, oh god, can we get like, I'm blanking on his name. Oh my god. The guy who played Severus Snape. I'm blanking on his name. Like, I would trade the Kardashians for like, that actor, like David Bowie. We could get Robin Williams back maybe. Alan Rickman, thank you. I kept wanting to say Alan Wakeman, which is a combination of Rick Wakeman and Alan Rickman. Rick Wakeman, for all of you that don't know, was the keyboardist in Yes, and he was an albino man. I don't know why, but there's your tidbit of the day. Made some fantastic music, but Crafty Devil able to back away over here. We do have the portal up from Medivh, 7 stacks for him. You still, oh, actually no, the gambling has been done. Some good gambling for this one. I'm really proud of you, chat. But yeah, I would trade the whole Kardashian family for like a couple like really good actors and musicians back. I think that's fair. maybe it's a little edgy, but whatever. This is some good contest over the camp in the bottom lane. Nice icing in from Crafty Devil, and that will be first blood. Medivh losing those stacks. You can see right there, back to 0. Oh, that's, you know what, Razno? I had that exact same thought as well. But it's one of those things like if he were to come back and we knew and we could help, because it was like a really bad like brain it was like brain issues, wasn't it? Much like not like what Bruce Willis has right now, but like essentially like something that was just really kind of just messing with his brain super hard. But yeah. My point still stands. I would trade the Kardashians for many, many other people back in this world. I'd trade all the Kardashians for my grandma back, honestly. She's lived a more, like, she's lived a more fruitful life, I guess is the way to say it. She's done more for the world, I think, than the Kardashians. Bruce Willis is just senile. No, Bruce Willis is not just senile. He actually has like this horrible disease which causes it so he can't like, what is it, like talk and he doesn't understand like words correctly either. It actually has like, he actually has some like it's like this crazy horrible disease. Alrighty, well, we do have the regeneration globes going to be going over to the side of Mallow Oats as well as the first Punisher of the game. When Weenie Hut Sr. tries to make it through the portal, does make it in time. We are going to have that protection from Medivh. 8 stacks for him as he's building them back up. Vala at 30 stacks right now. 62 souls for the Diablo, and Lucio takes the jump, gets the protection, but Crafty comes in. That should be enough damage to find the kill. And I think Punisher is actually the one to get that. Sonic's Bro getting a little bit low, but stepping up for a few more stacks. Yeah, the Bruce Willis stuff is it's terrifyingly sad. It's just terrifying that like that can just happen to your brain. But on the other side, talking about something positive, there was what was it like? There was a woman who had Alzheimer's, and she like forgot that she had Alzheimer's, and then she was like better or something like that. It was something super weird. Jartik, thanks for the follow, bud. Just Google it, Warlock. Google it. I've already said it once. Google Bruce Willis brain. Right camp to be grabbed, left camp as well. We got Diablo anchoring in the bush, 2-0 in kills. Crafty gonna check over here with a snowball. Actually, I think hit all 4 people with that snowball. And I think we actually also do have the slush ball as well. If I did see that quick enough, that slush ball will amplify the siege potential for the side of Mallow Oats. It's aphasia. That's what Bruce Willis has? Just forget you have memory loss. No, that's seriously, like I saw it in the news like a week or so ago. It was like there was a woman who had Alzheimer's, but then like she had forgotten that she had Alzheimer's or something like that, and it went away. Like it was like one of those weird medical like holy shit, how is this happening? So yeah, fascinating stuff. Looper, Darth, thanks for the raid. Thanks for bringing everyone over here. Resend your alert when we got out of game. Thank you very much. If we gave a shout out for Death Looper, that'd be really appreciated. Hey, what's up, Darth? All right, little icing in from Crafty. Portal out from Medivh. He does take it. Still working on those baseline stacks as we have 10 talent tiers apiece. Hogger is holding 10. Lucio doing the same. I wonder if Lucio will go Sound Barrier for the anti-burst potential, or will he go High Five for the cleansing factor? Mixing Fire at level 20 is also really good, and we will see that. I don't take High Five just because I feel like I don't get I don't get the optimal value out of it, so I typically lean into Sound Barrier. Especially in my own Stormlink games, I feel like Sound Barrier plus the level 20 Boss Nova is just a great way. You can just spam during team fights and just sustain you and your team. So in my own Stormlink games, I've been finding that Sound Barrier Lucio has just been such a good kind of... It's kind of like Gust from Fall said. Like, if there's a bad fight, you Sound Barrier. Something feels awkward, you Sound Barrier. Someone flames you in chat, you do not Sound Barrier because they deserve to die at that point. Welcome in, Raiders. Ooh, you're playing Pokemon Unite. I hope your Pokemon Unite games are good. No high fives for flamers. No sound barriers for flamers. Camp on the left side to be grabbed. And we will see our next Punisher, going to be a Mortar Punisher bottom lane. This is going to be, well, let's see, structurally in favor for the side of Mallow Oats, as they do have a little bit of siege. Vala just going to have that hatred and the auto attacks going. 56 stacks right now, so that's 1% of said 6% on that Creed of the Hunter. Couple wins, couple losses, mostly from potato teammates. You know what? Spuds are delicious, though. Just eat your teammate's forehead. 13 talent here on the horizon as the objective phase will get a nice big bounce from the Hogger. I say that, and Terminator does not get the perfect bounce. We did have an Avalanche from the May, and that's going to be a 90-second cooldown. As a reminder, the Avalanche, the stun duration increases per enemy hero consumed. So if you were to Avalanche 3 enemy heroes, that's a 1.5 second stun onto all 3 of them. It's not 0.5 per hero like split. It's literally, it's interesting. I always think that's one of the things that are skipped over. It's not just a baseline stun duration. It is amplified by the amount of actually enemy heroes consumed. Hogger in top lane, trying to clear out the camp, and we did have Endurance of 8 just now in bottom lane. That is going to be a little bit of an internet wobble. My apologies. Should be okay right now. Knock on wood. Leyline seal out from Medivh. 25 stacks for the Medivh currently, as we have 12 to 13. Actually, 13 apiece in levels. There is going to be that level 4 slush ball, as I had mentioned, for the May that does disable towers or structures for 3 seconds after being thrown. And if I'm not mistaken, the Snowblind itself is like, what, like a 12-second cooldown? 10-second cooldown. So you have basically like a 7-second cooldown from after you throw that out of value. So it's just interesting right there. Bottom lane fort goes down. Crafty Devil. Ooh, Solskido tried to go for the massive shove. Doesn't connect. There's going to be a ley line seal. No, actually a portal from Medivh. Leyland Seal on a 40-second cooldown. Charmander very low, but it's going to be Tychus default protection from the Medivh saving the moment. Vala does get another stack of the Creed of the Hunter. Wait, hold on. What do you want, Stark? Stark, I can back it up. I can back it up, Stark. I can back that thing up. Hold on, I can back it up. I can back that thing up. What do you want? You said we're watching Diablo here? Yes, it did. Rumpus! Thank you for the tier 1 for 5 months. I'll resend your alert when we got a game. Thank you very much for your support. As a reminder, all subs, gifted subs, resubscriptions, Prime Gaming, tier 2, tier 3, all that good stuff, they get you raffle tickets into the Bahamut giveaway. If you use a tier 3, you can get 5 entries. We do have a trade kill here. Vala gonna try and get the kill onto Charmander, does come through. Vala vaulting forward, that's the last little bit of her mana seemingly, wants to kill the Medivh, wants to deny those stacks. He's at 35. That's gonna be a Hog Wild forward for the Hogger. There's Dirt's Fate available, but the Mephisto is dead. Looks like, oh, lurking arm, lurking arm! They fixed that bug a while ago? I don't think they did. Based on what I just saw, I don't think they fixed that bug. I got one more. I'm not trying to flame the Medivh player, but it is always fun to just say, I'm sure that the members of Mallow Oats, when they get that kill, all you can really say at that moment is just,
now this is pod racing.
okay. They did, it's back. It must have come back in our last patch we got like a week or so ago. How you doing, War? How's your day going? Yeah, exclamation patch if you guys want to read the huge, massive patch that they gave us. Yeah, that was a massive final patch. Honestly, it really, really takes a long time to read it. It took me days to actually read through that final patch for Heroes of the Storm. Oh, lurking arm out from the Stukov. We've got a short distance Wraithwalk from the Leoric. He's gonna get bopped back into the oh my god, just the back and forth on this. This poor Leoric is just getting beat up right now. High fives from Lucio trying to save the moment, but doesn't work out. The avalanche does come through. Vala continuing to get those autos out, working her way up to 150 stacks for that 3rd%. We are going to be seeing the Arcane Punisher next in the top lane. There's the announcement for it. 30 seconds to go. Top lane camp to be stolen away by Terminator and Sonics. Massive shove from Stukov. I think this is a okay disengage. Medivh, 7 stacks once again. We do have a Leyline Seal connecting onto 2 members. Apocalypse, not going to be timed out very well with that one right there. Big spin out from the Hogger. He's going to be safe right there, but that should be Piemaker going down. Vala does pick up another stack. There's a lurking arm from the Stukov as the Cryo Freeze from May saves Crafty Devil from taking any sort of major damage. We have ass-assing in... what? Ass-assing. I'm gonna just say AFI on the... I'm just gonna say AFI. Oh, I see. Thank you, Stark. I just read ass-assing AFI, which AFI is an old, like, emo band. I wouldn't say it not old, like, they're still around, I think. I think Hogger got his Shockwave put onto a 10-second cooldown from the Lucio with the Sound Wave. That's an avalanche onto Diablo. He gets knocked into the wall by the staggering blow. Auto attacks from Vala are chunking. She's got the Manticore. Big Shockwave coming out to the backline. Diablo trying to back away. He's going to be blinded. Lurking Arm from, excuse me, that's going to be the Spectral Leech from the Leoric, not connecting right there. As he did go into the Ominous Wraith and Royal Focus at level 13-16 respectively for the synergy. Now, what do we see here for the next Punisher? As I had mentioned, Arcane Punisher top lane. Leoric with that Wraithwalk. He's got that damage reduction from the Ominous Wraith. Royal Focus does give him the cooldown reduction from the Skeletal Swing. You really want to make sure that you kind of Wraith Walk through the enemy, end in a spot where you get a big Skeletal Swing, then Wraith Walk again. Entomb, Leyline Seal, is there an Apocalypse? There is Apocalypse, but it's not going to be triggered. That will be the Durance of Fate connecting. Big Lurking Arm to follow up. It's a lot of damage. You got to remember that low blow level 1 protection status onto Charmander, saving a moment or two. The Apocalypse not going to be synergized with the Overpower. Vala gets another stack on her level 1, as this is looking like an absolute massacre. And Medivh is able to get away with half his stacks. He's actually got 21 stacks, 19 to go. Old qualifies, they were founded in 91. I say old, but I was just like, I remember being a big fan of AFI when I was in middle school, so I was like, oh, I don't want to judge myself. I mean, but you would say, like, Metallica's an older band, like, is an old band. Like, for sure. So far, Medivh has lost 44 stacks, though. I'm not counting. Oh, no. Just general Here's the Storm math. Looks like we have a player DCing here and there, but since we're in this replay, it does not really affect us, which is nice. Now, there's probably like a pause there for a second or two, but either way. Arcane Punisher top lane, gonna take down the fort easy peasy. Medivh, 24 stacks, 16 to go. Excuse me. Leoric split soaking in the bottom lane. He's trying to close the experience gap that has formed. Sidewall taken out. There's a jump onto the Medivh. He's going to try and pull the Punisher down towards mid lane. Punisher will get slightly distracted. Keep front gate shall fall here in the top lane. And 20 talents here also achieved by the side of Mallow Oats. Punisher jumps over onto Weenie Hut Sr. Top lane fort. Is taking quite a bit of damage. That shall fall, but I don't think we see much more beyond that. I assume they'll back away, but no, they're actually going to step in. 20 talent to your advantage? Nah, never mind. My thought was correct. Now, what do we get for level 20s? We've got the Unspeakable Horror. We have got the Farflight Quiver. We've got the... What is the level 20 for this? Is the Cascade. You also have the reduce the cooldown of Avalanche by 30 seconds, which I think takes it down to 60 seconds. Sometimes the tooltip updates. Yeah, so that's what Here's the Storm. God damn it. So Avalanche is 90 baseline. Sometimes when there's a cooldown reduction on the heroic, the tooltip updates, but that's sometimes, not always, which is so frustrating. Hogger holding level 20. Stukov will be going into the top off. He's also got the Super Strain. Super Strain. The strain that can't be stopped. This game looks like a bronze game. Cool. All right. And Crafty Devil gonna be pushing up the bottom lane a little bit. We do have Terminator clearing things out in top lane, and it's gonna be a little bit of just kind of a wait here for the Mortar Punisher in the mid lane coming up next. I feel bad for the player that currently is having the DC issues in this game. God, I know that pain. Alright, well, Tychus pulling in a few minions. Gonna clear that out safely. 20 apiece. Medivh at 30 stacks right now. Damn, Lazy Hydra. So what's the game plan here? We do have, Hogger's the only one showing on map right now. Okay, everyone just showed in bottom really quickly. Looks like May and friends will get this. Crafty Devil, as I mentioned, has that slush ball. That's 3 seconds of free siege. One Sonic's Bro, by the way, is at max hatred. Sonic's Bro outranges any structure, so actually could, like, artillery siege the keep in bottom lane. But of course, the rotation's through. There's the Medivh cheats, grabbing 2. Any Apocalypse to be played into that. There is going to be an Apocalypse. Does connect onto the Stukov. Durance of Fate goes out. Doesn't connect because the anti-synergy of that Avalanche, but the unkillable onto Lucio, he still falls. We have a very low Stukov on the left-hand side, but he's going to heal up. Oh my god, Medivh at 30-something stacks! Or 30-something HP! Leoric will fall. Weenie Hut Sr. very low. That's going to be Vala. That range, that Manticore! Medivh jumps back into bird form. He's going to try and get a few more of those stacks. The portal's set out as well. Bottom lane keep is going down, but they don't need to take this keep. Top lane keep's already fallen, so this is just going to be siege through this bottom lane onto core. Medivh might actually be able to cheese out his stacks by just doing exactly this. Leyline Seal goes out. Oh, he does get the Leyline Seal onto Vala, who would have been the easy kill onto him. Rain of Vengeance, auto attacks, they're focused onto the core. Medivh finishes his stacks. He finishes the stacks and then immediately falls. GG, well played. First map goes over to the side of Mallow Oats. Dude, that was close. That was really close. Does Medivh finish base stacks? Yes, he did finish the stacks, but he had like 1 to 2 seconds that he finished that window in. I gotta be honest. My heart was in it for the doubters. Looks like we had some alerts during that game as well. Let's get those alerts going.
Welcome.
Thank you, Darth, for the raid. Welcome, by the way, welcome everyone. This is our new raid alert.
Welcome.
I love rewatching the Mortal Kombat movie, the Street Fighter movie every year, at least like once a year. And that scene never does not, like, I will never not laugh at that scene. Because it's literally like Johnny Cage, like, he flying kicks in, Scorpio takes him to wherever the hell this battleground thingy is. And, like, I want to do more with that alert. There's actually a little bit more I want to do, but I have to mess with face tracking, which is the hard part in DaVinci. And it's also very low lighting in the scene. But either way, it's like Johnny Cage is, like, looking around, and then there's that one part where he just goes, "Welcome!" and just punches Johnny Cage in the face. And it never gets old.
Why do you serve him?
Because he paid me a freaking fortune, you moron.
Also this one here.
Paid?
Fucking Zangief. You got paid? God. Look, the Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat movies, they may not be very good, but there's like, I don't know, for me, like, there's like a special place in my heart for them. I would say this, the Mortal Kombat movie, I would actually put it slightly above the Street Fighter movie, specifically because the entire time, Ken cannot say Ryu's name correctly. Ryu! Just, everyone says Ryu's name correct except for Ken, which is funny because, like, I think it's in the old, like, animated Street Fighter movie, it's the opposite. Only Ken says, I think, Ryu's name correctly in that, where everyone else says Ryu. I think it's that way. I'd have to go back and watch it, but either way. Team score, updated. Oh, no, that's not right. It's this. Thank you again, by the way, Rumpus, for the tier 1. As a reminder, all of your subs, gifted subs, all that good stuff, they go into the raffle. As you can see, there's already raffle tickets on the bandit camera. You can see all those sticky notes on the side of the wall. Those are the raffle tickets. All right, let's go to Dragonshire map number 2. Let's see what the series is going to be unfolding for us. Players are on the same sides. That's always good. Ooh, there's an Alarak. Hold on, let me look at the level 1 talents, but I think we can actually do a fun Alarak gamble. Let me look at the talents and see if there's anything else that's, like, interesting. I mean, I will say this. When I, like, for so many years, I said Ryu. Because, like, phonetically, it makes sense, but it's Ryu. I said Ryu for the longest time. And I don't think, like, anyone really corrected me. We could do a Stitches level 1's globe quest, but let's do an Alarak quest. Let's do an Alarak fun quest. Okay, so let's do. So how much sadism by end? How much Alarak sadism will there be by the end? So we could have 100 or less. We could do 101 to 101 to, let's see, 130, because 30 baseline is what you can jump up to. 101 to 130, and then we can say 131 or more. So we'll have 3 predictions for this. How about that? I think this should be good. Because, like, you can take talents to take down your sadism, so you could have 100 or less. Because if you die at the end, you'd have 100 or less. You could have 101 to 130, which is like your baseline. If you don't take any other talents that amplify... Well, that's not true, because what is it? 13. All of the talents give you sadism. Anyways, you know what? We're going to do that. This is the prediction. I think this is a good one. I don't want to put too many options, because then people don't vote. Stitches and Alarak in the same game, not on the same team, I hope. Well... The game could end before 13. That's a very good point, Stark. That is a very good point. Well, let's find out when the game will end, because we are here, ladies and gentlemen, into map number 2 in our second best of 3 of the day. We have got La Familia versus Mallow Oats here on Dragonshire, and I'm going to start the little gamble for all of you. So we have a fun little gamble on Alarak's sadism. So here you go, you can actually see right now, the base sadism can be increased up to 30, so 130%, but actually, he's gonna go for the reduction at level 1. Now, you can earn this 10% back, but it is a little difficult to do because you have to hit 3 heroes with the center of a single cast of, is it lightning? Lightning surge. Sorry, I was like, I have this wrong. But either way, there you go. The way that I've actually heard to do this, to do that talent, to finish it, is you wait for the enemies to be in like this area, and then you target one of these towers so that you get everyone in between, and you're not using a hero as the target, and then you have to like wait for 3 other to be in between. So there you go. That's the trick that I've heard. Obviously, I'm no god at Alarak, and I'm not super good at him, but that's a great hook from Stitches, a wonderful drag from Terminator to kick things off, and that will be Tychus getting the kill on Joanna. Get your gambles in, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, these are some cowardice. There we go. I was about to say, these are some cowardice gambles. Top lane, we've got Sylvanas versus Dahaka. Banshee Queen versus Dinosaur. Oh, also, I've been meaning to mention this consistently. Next week, Wednesday, October... Shoot, I can't see what day of the week it is. Wednesday, October 5th is the StarCraft 2 Co-op Commander with Viewer Day. Mark your calendars. You already lost all your money last game? I'm very sorry. Yeah, Wednesday. I thought that'd be a good day. I'm gonna play Heroes of the Storm all day Tuesday, and I was thinking Wednesday, maybe I'll play a little bit of Heroes, and then we'll do a bunch of StarCraft 2 Commanders with viewers, and then maybe more Donkey Kong Country. Yeah. That's the game plan for next week, Wednesday. But yes, I want to start mentioning it to as many people as possible, because I know there was a big desire to do co-op commanders on stream with me. So I bet a decent 1,800 got coward anyways. Yeah, because you didn't bet 2,000. And if you bet 2,000, I would have said 2,200. So, you know, it's one of those things. You'll never win. You all come here to get flamed and shamed by me, and you enjoy it, and you will enjoy it. Drag from Dahaka keeps Weenie Hut Sr. In place over here. There was a polymorph from the Brightwing. This hard siege through top lane, that's a very low Dahaka, has to burrow away. Does he have Essence, or did he already use it? I'm checking. He actually already used his Essence as well. If they want to deep dive past the fort, they could kill Terminator here, and it seems like Weenie Hut Sr., the focus will be onto the fort and top lane. Top lane fort, it's nice to take down, but I really don't expect the members of La Familia to go beyond this top lane fort. The reason that top lane fort here is good to take down, but going beyond, obviously the Death Bridge is the conversation, but when you take down the top lane fort, that means that the solo laner has an easier 1v1 because now there's no well available. There's no well available for the solo laner to back off to, so if you really can pressure the solo laner, and Malthael into Dahaka should pressure hard from Malthael into Dahaka, my expectation is that Malthael should win out the lane. So I do like this call. It's not something we see very often, but this is a huge, huge win, and it should be a power spike or a power shift in favor for that Malthael player. Crafty Devil should go down here in the mid lane as that Sylvanas will be able to get the Shadow Dagger. Sorry, it took me a second to kind of like form my words because I was staring at the air ally. We don't see this very often from Kerosene players. It is really cool though because it gives allies 15% spell power, grants vision, reveal a large area around it, and it has some health and lasts 10 seconds. I have noticed, I've tried to use the air ally to scout out Novas, and I have found that it didn't work. So I feel like the tooltip is a little, it doesn't like, it says, like, reveals a large area, but it doesn't, like, reveal apparently invisible units. It doesn't have, like, true sight, as if we were to use, like, Warcraft 3 terms. Air ally is bugged. Maybe they'll fix it in the next patch. I hate it here. That's why I lurk. No, forget what. You love it here. No bully. You all love it when I bully you. Because you bully me right back. I don't know why Malthiel's over here. I'm going to be honest. I was kind of reading Twitch chat. Probably a hook from Stitches taking him out of place. It doesn't reveal creep tumors either. Yeah. The old one used to straight reveal, the new one's janky. BRB, kids bus is coming any minute. All right. Oh man, you should make grilled cheese for lunch. Or for a snack. That's man. That was my favorite after school snack, was like making myself a grilled cheese. Karazim's gonna be able to dash away. Alarak with 83 sadism. He also did go into the applied force. There is no way to get this 10% back. There's no way. The level 1, you can absolutely get your 10% back as the final reward. But yeah, this one right here, this applied force, yeah, that ain't gonna be coming back anytime soon. I feel like OSHA would have a lot of issues with me setting my employees on fire to improve employee morale. Pesky government and their no, man, if you really want, just go become like a stunt director or something like that. Then you can set all of your employees on fire. So you just gotta find loopholes in the world. become a stunt coordinator, and then you can easily light your coworkers on fire. Nice little arcane orb onto the Karazim. Middle managers be like, customers serve me. Yes, this is right. Adjust crown. Oh, the middle managers of, oh god, yeah. God, I'd never want to go back into construction. I have like nightmares about that stuff nowadays. I remember I told my mom I had a nightmare that I was working back in my old architecture job, and the guy was asking me for like 15 by 17 printouts, which is just an asinine number and it doesn't exist. Or not that it doesn't exist, but it's not like a standard print sheet size that you use for anything. But I remember being back there and like repeatedly being asked that, and I was like, "You're messing with me." They're like, "No, we're serious. We want 15 by 17 documents." Anyways. We were actually when I was on vacation, we were in Frisco. There was we were walking around looking for a bar, and like the Google, it was a bar that was like you had to like walk down some stairs to, and we just completely missed it. So we were walking around the building, and then I saw in the distance I saw an architecture building, and I was just like, no! it was like shell shock for me. Oh, anyways, 11 up on both sides. We're 3-2 in our kills. I don't know if we've swapped through the other numbers, so let's go ahead and do that right now, as we won't see any new talents for the next level and a half or so. No Dragonite, I believe. No, excuse me. We already had one Dragonite, if I'm not mistaken. And we're set up for another one here. This is another siege. Okay, I was about to say, are they going to really siege through top now? They're just going to push the wave up as much as possible. Pressure Terminator, who will get the phase shift from Brightwing. Sonics is over here on the Tychus. So with the 3 enemies in the top lane, Sylvanas and friends, either they're going to go for a massive flank onto the bottom, or yeah, they're going to go for this flank, but everyone reads the rotation quick enough on the side of Mallow Oats. So no sort of flank or kill potential in bottom lane from La Familia, but as we look into, nice Iron Skin from the Joanna player right there, just to eat the hook from Crafty Devil. Top lane, we are going to be seeing Charmander pressuring onto Terminator. Haunting wave forward from Sylvanas. She comes in, good damage onto the Dahaka, who's already used his essence. This will be isolation onto Malthiel that does slow down the enemy. Phase shift from Brightwing comes through, and that is the Dahaka fine. But we have the Joanna mid lane to deny any sort of Dragonite channel potential, as we'll see our 13 Talonteers fairly soon. Just add 10 to 5 by 7. How hard? What? No, I'm talking about like a print sheet. Like, print me out an architectural drawing on a 15-inch by 17-inch piece of paper. Like, even if you were to like set the roll size with like a large format printer, like that's not even a size that, it's not a document size in construction. Like, that's the thing. Like 24 by 36, that's a document size that's standard. 36 by 42, that's another large size document. Big Soothing Mist coming out from the Brightwing. Crafty Devil getting very low, as well as Terminator. That will be the phase shift onto the Dahaka. Okay. Sylvanas and Karazim in mid. We've got Malthael up in 15. Alarak about to respawn. 80 sadism currently. 80 sadism on the Alarak. Oh, that Seeker Misser noise. Oh, God. Hey! No one will get upset about the level 13 from Li Ming because there's never any sort of discourse or discussion around level 13 talents for Li Ming ever. No one ever gets upset or angry about level 13 talents on Li Ming. Never, ever. No way, yeah. Nobody ever gets... I still have to say, like, I think Li Ming has the biggest discourse when it comes to talent, like, arguments. I feel like she does get, like, the most... Dear Lord! Nice Pie Maker. Why would we be upset about Glass Cannon? Free kills. I don't know. People get angry about it, man. All right. Well, good back and forth thus far. Ooh, polymorph drag. Is that? Oh no. I think Hush's level. Yeah, because all of the level 13s are pixie dust talents. It's 16, if I'm not mistaken. That is Hush. So. We won't be seeing that. I'm assuming we're going to be seeing the Critterize because of the level 1 and 4. We actually don't have the... I'm blanking on it. Hypershift? Is Hypershift a level 1? It's very rare when we actually get greater polymorph. But either way, that is allowing the Brightwing to kind of polymorph from a greater distance. But you also have the Arcane Flare center value on top of that. I only get irritated over Gambit pickers that die on CD. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. I could absolutely agree with you on that. That's very understandable because, like, Gambit is... All right, hold on. Alarak, Bless Shield. That's going to be Dahaka Isolation going out onto someone, I think. Did I misread that? I think I might have misread that, that he might have gone for a drag. It just looked like the isolation animation. But either way, that will be a double kill in favor for the side of La Familia, and Weenie Hut Sr. will grab the top lane channel. We have Malthael in the bottom lane. Does have the On a Pale Horse. He has 150% movement speed right now, if you actually want to see that really quickly. Oh, well, he's unmounted now, so now it doesn't show. But there you go, 150 movement speed with the On a Pale Horse, so he's 20% faster. And Dahaka's able to brush talk. I think he brush talked into top. Let's check the cooldown. Yes, he did. So he brush talks into top, denies the Dragonite for now. We do have a camp on the left-hand side. Yeah, like if you have a Joanna who goes Divine Fortress at level 1 and then she just like turbo ints because she's got Divine Fortress for the quote-unquote I've got a ton of armor or whatever, physical armor. Yeah, it's not going to work out. Air Ally goes out as well. Terminator making the rotation. Li Ming will get the counter channel in bottom lane. Good back and forth here on Dragonshire map number 2 in our second best of 3 of the day. Oh, I thought that fishing hook range had him. I thought that fishing hook range had that Malthael, but it's not the case. Malthael gonna get a mark onto Crafty. Brightwing in the top lane. We've got Joanna in mid. 16 apiece in the talent. Actually, 17 in levels. 16's in the talents here. Man, another hook that's just shy, but there's a drag from the Dahaka connecting. Li Ming not able to get her extra missiles with the Mirror Ball. And let's see, Siege Giants on the left-hand side. Brightwing clearing out top still. Sylvanas grabbing Soak in mid. Alright, a little bit of an in-between phase. Terminator gonna land the drag onto Sylvanas. She doesn't get the activation on the Haunting Wave. And we get a little bit of dashing punches from the Karazim. Another hook out from Crafty Devil. That time, not as close as the others. Malthael still looking for... He has 1 stack of Last Rites. Dahaka brush talking in next to the enemy team. There's the Air Ally coming through as well. Great drag Dahaka. Actually, that would be great drag, but a combo from Li Ming is really the big burst value. Brightwing in the top lane does get the channel. This could be the side of Mallow Oats putting up one, or getting a Dragonite here. Excuse me. Wow, that hook was really weird. Will the Forsaken will be coming out as well. Commandeer Odin will expire. Phase shift from Brightwing. Terminator goes for the channel, but Alarak is in top, and he denies the channel potential for the Dragonite. Moonshrine to the side of Mallow Oats. Sunshine over to our La Familia. Alarak, by the way, 106 on that sadism. He did go, it's the level 13 pure malice, so he can, right now, Alarak can max out at the current state, in his current form, Alarak can max out at 160% sadism, because he's got the 10% reduced from, actually, no, that was incorrect math. So if he doesn't finish out Extended Lightning and obviously Applied Force, his max sadism can be 150? Yeah, 150. His current max sadism can be 150. Because you got minus 10 from that, minus 10 from that. So you only get 10% from your baseline, and then you get an extra 40. So yeah, 150 is currently the max potential sadism. Unless he finishes that level 1, then he can go to 160. Another big push in the top lane. 7-sided strike from the Kerosene. This is Crafty Devil getting very low. Big wailing out from the Sylvanas. Literally pushing through the death wave, or the death bridge, making this not look as terrifying as it seems when we, or at least as terrifying as we've talked about it. Stitch is dead for the next 45. I wonder if they go for the Dragon on the side of La Familia. Bottom lane is a decent wave. Yeah, Malthiel's going to make his rotation down here as the faster hero. Alarak, is he going to be the one to get inside? I would assume... Kind of seems like it would be him. Oh, and top's denied by the Dahaka. Once again, going to check. He didn't use Brush Talk. He actually just kind of meandered his way into the top lane. Haunting Wave forward from Sylvanas. She will see that Terminator has entered in the bush. Weenie Hut Senior gets the condemn, but I don't think there's any sort of further chase. Bless Shield on an 8-second cooldown. Tychus gets the bottom channel. No one will be able to get the mid in time due to the Tychus, so we are going to be seeing back and forth little yakety sacks happening between the two. Sylvanas with Blink, Malthiel with the buyback. We actually have the last laugh for the Alarak. Activate to teleport to a chosen location, remove all root, slows, and damage over time effects. If Alarak fails to hit an enemy hero with 3 times with a basic attack within 4 seconds of using last laugh, his health is reduced to 1 HP. That will be the Tychus to fall during all of this. Gorge onto the Sylvanas. I think there was a Blessed Shield from the Johanna. Yes, there was. Lacerates is available for the Malthiel. Tower shots are getting some damage. That will go down. Charmander low. Doesn't get... he gets the Lacerates on the Brightwing, and she... I think she's Soothing Mist right there. Yeah, she hit the critical mist, or the Soothing Mist, if I'm not mistaken. But there will be the Dragonite snuck by, looks like the Sylvanas here, so we still will have Sylvanas sieging with the Dragonite. I actually thought it expired, but not the case. I thought someone had snuck into top lane. Okay, Alarak still poking out. A lot of Extended Lightning. Oh, all right. It's the tense moment. There will be a Gorge onto Malthiel, and he's seemingly fine right now. Dragonite steps up, gets the kick onto Brightwing. Dragonite falling quite low, quite rapidly. This is going to be the keep front gate in the bottom lane to go down, so this is looking very similar of the top. That's a Gorge onto Johanna. Terminator getting poked at. There will be an isolation. Johanna pops the Condemn, pops the Iron Skin. Sylvanas goes down to the Li Ming over in the bottom lane. Weenie Hut Senior, unfortunately, getting hit with another hook, and that will be their demise as the camp will be stolen away. That also is the Master Hooker, so you have the healing reduction onto enemies that are going to be hooked by 75% for 2 seconds. Keep in mind, if you hook an ally, that's unkillable for 2 seconds. I wonder what Dahaka's holding for. Maybe Z upgrade? One Contagion, yeah. Top lane has a Catapult dealing how much damage into structures? 308 standard, 616 into structures. You can see that's chunking into the keep quite quickly here. And doesn't seem like they really give a crap on the side of Mallow Oats. Actually, no, they do. Terminator will be hearthing out the top right of our screen. That will be the keep falling to around, what, 50 or so percent. Dahaka will probably go for the drag onto the Catapult just to pull it in range faster. Also stops the autos, but no, still a couple autos come through. We're looking at 1/3 of the HP left on the keep through the top lane. Over here, though, in the bottom, this will be the Commandeer Odin, big red button, all that good stuff, sieging, and that will just be a keep to fall. Win condition is set here for the side of Mallow Oats. Why are there so many weird heroes? Is this meta madness or low ranked? Also, what the hell are red talents? Yeah, this is Meta Madness by the Nexus Gaming series. Whatever. Oh, 7 to 10 in kills currently. We have 21 apiece in our levels, nearly 22. Shrines will activate in the next 4 seconds here, top and bottom. What are the members of La Familia going to do here? Because they seemingly have a chance here. But of course, there's a win condition, as I mentioned, through the bottom lane in favor for Mallow Oats if they can take this series in a 2-0. But we'll see. I believe this is the 3rd Dragon Knight phase of the game. Meta Madness explains the heroes, at least. I don't think so. I don't really think this is that crazy of a draft from either team, to be honest. Seven-sided strike from the Karazim. Good damage as well. That will be Brightwing to fall. That's Dahaka. Stitches as well. La Familia. Oh my god. They just clean up in this bottom lane engagement. And this will be 144 sadism for the Alarak. Bottom lane keep will go down. Locked down by the Sylvanas right now. And this should be map number 2. Death timers are way too long, and there's enough damage to go core. Brightwing not picking Polymorph at 16 against a Malthael who has already tried to last rights her a couple times. I can't see why phase out would be good at all. Bottom lane will be the win condition for the side of La Familia, and we go 1-1 in this series. Good back and forth. How much sadism for Alarak by the end? He had 144 sadism, so 131 or more. You're forgetting Lehman's glass cannon if you're actually having the correct opinion. Oh, God. There's your stats if you want them. All right, we got another map in the series. I'm going to leave you all with talents really quickly, and I'm going to go boil some water because I want another cup of tea after the next map. So I'm just going to go boil the water ahead of time. So if you get an ad, I'm very sorry, just so you don't get any ads during the next game. Okay. Imagine leaving us with no bandit. Well, see, that's how I keep you here. That's how I get you. That's how I get everyone to stay here. Oh, he's all cuddled up on the side. All right, let's update the scores. Scores have been updated, and we will load up the next map, and we'll do the redemption. No one's swapping sides. That's always good. Or wait, did they? No. No. Charmander's still on the left-hand side. Okay. Oh, there's a Nazebo. We'll do a Nazebo stack thing. Okay. Let's get that all preset. Thank you, Be Crazy, as well as Ash Mantle for the redemptions. Let's get those now. And then we'll get into the next map, okay? Give me 2 minutes, not even. Mr. Bandit. It's illegal to play Nazebo. He is a troll hero with troll talents. Can I have a higher quality hero? My advice to you is if you'd like a higher quality hero, you should play in these games yourself. You know, from time to time, my alerts don't go off, but what I do have to say is, you know what does pop off is the Corsair products that you can buy with my code that doesn't exist. But if Corsair would sponsor me, then there would be a code. Wink. No, I gotta do a better one for this week. I gotta do a better one. Alrighty, I think everything is good to go. Let's go ahead and jump into map number 3 in our best of 3 series here. On the left-hand side, we have La Familia. On the right is going to be Mallow, Oats. We are here in Tomb of the Spider Queen, map number 3 in our second best of 3 of the day. So let's go ahead and start a prediction. How many stacks for Nazebo by the end? Now, I want to clarify this because for some reason this is always, not always, but for sometimes this is a contested Twitch prediction. It does not matter what Nazebo takes at 20, all right? I'm going to say that right now. All that matters is this number where my cursor's over. If he takes Vial Infection at 20, cool. If he takes, what is it, Bad Medicine at 20, cool. It's this number at the end, okay? That's what it is. It's this number. He could take, what is it, Bad Medicine at 20 and reduce his stacks so we don't pay out the bet till the end of the game. But just so you know, it does not matter what the 20 is. It matters what this number says when the game ends. All right, there you go. Get your gambles in. Nice and clarified. Did anyone free Harrison Jones? No, he's still just chilling over there. He's just chilling right there. You got to left click that little gem right there. But as we check out Tomb of the Spider Queen here in our map number 3, this is going to be a little bit of siege through the bottom lane. I wonder if we're going to see the lane swap style from the side of La Familia here. So we have had this happen from time to time on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Typically on Tomb, you have your core 4, you rotate top, mid, top, mid, top, mid. Your solo laner does solo lane thing, someone goes in the bottom lane at 1 minute and grabs the Siege Giant camp. But what we have seen from some teams throughout different regions, NA, EU, I don't know about Korea because I don't cast any of it, but between the different regions, we have seen this stylistic change where you put core 4 in bottom lane, siege hard, constantly grabbing Siege Giants to amplify your siege, and then you get something like Azul, Dahaka, maybe even Malthael, someone who can double soak really easily on their own. Actually, Malthael would be fine. Leoric's great option as well. So it's just you grab something like that and you throw off the enemy because they've built a composition that's meant to rotate top mid, top mid, top mid. Let's say there's a Stitches with Hungry for More, or maybe even an Nazebo or something like that. So it's just one of those things just that I was hoping and considering, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case for the time being, as it is about level 3 apiece for each team. Genji going to be soaking up the top lane. Not the best for soaking, but he is going to be at least doing his best with some Swift Strikes and some Shurikens. Crafty Devil getting the burrow away as we have camps for the mid lane. Yeah, there's a Genji. Oh, is this what you want? There's a Genji. There you go, there's your Genji. Terminator a little bit low in bottom lane. He's just going to chill out down here as Malthiel's playing the clear on this a little on the slower side. You can see he's not really trying to auto into the wave to push this up faster, as he does want to pick up these gems. Terminator gets the Spectral Leech, but Malthiel's still brawling out against him. Peeking over here in the mid lane, we do have a camp pushing in right now. Chastise out from the Anduin. Did go Piercing Light at level 4. Wow, indeed. Wow, indeed. Nubarak does get a little bit of a hit onto the enemy with the Impale, but that, don't think there's going to be anything else beyond just that. I think we're pretty slow in the rotation. Sorry, my apologies. I remembered something that I forgot to do. There we go. I forgot to do something, but I fixed it. Anyways. You need the soundbite redemptions. 49 stacks for the Nazebo is not doing too bad right now, as we have a lot more believers than doubters on that one. Chastise from the Anduin does pick up a singular stack right there with his Piercing Light, so he's got the 1% on that spell power. Malthiel's still soaking out the bottom lane, waiting to see if there's any sort of aggressive rotations or team fighting happening. We do have some pressure onto Leoric. We have Shuriken, is it Shuriken Mastery at level 4 for the Genji, so he's nearing that first set of, the first reward, so he gets the 25 extra damage, and then at the 60 mark, he does have the agility, the cyber agility, the trait, will refund the 3 charges. So you could like Shuriken, and you just saw it right there, the cyber agility, the little front flip. Lurking Arm from Stukov, he does have the low blow level 1, but the Anduin's not that low on HP, so he's not going to take any sort of critical damage from that one. Vala finding her first stack of the Creed of the Hunter as Nazebo hits 69 stacks on his Things of the Deep, so he's got 5% spell power increase right now. He'll get another 5%, which totals to 10%, when he gets another, what is that, 16 stacks? Nope, 26 stacks. I can math. Burrow combo from a Nubarak, but it doesn't set up any sort of kill into the enemy. Vala, though, picking up a few more autos here and there. Leoric clearing out the bottom lane. Both teams have an available turn-in, but we'll see who's actually going to be able to get said first turn-in of the game, as Malthiel's marking up Crafty Devil, who does have to burrow charge away. Sonic's getting a nice multi-shot out. Did they go Arsenal? No, I swear I saw the, thought I saw the grenades from level 4, but not the case. It's just the regular multi-shot. Genji with like no HP gets comboed by these, oh my god, I can't believe Genji didn't die there. He did get the deflect, it's the agility over the wall. 27 stacks for his level 4, 86 for the Nazebo and Rising, 72 for Vala, and 2 stacks in the Piercing Light as we have our first Web Weaver phase over the side of Mallow Oats. I tried to find Mallow Oats in the grocery store, and they had one of, like, they had like some... It was like the same, it was the brand that has Mallow Oats, but it's not like, they didn't actually have like the Mallow Oats thingy, so. I was very excited, I was like, ooh, I should try Mallow Oats for the Mallow Oats team. Hook from Stitches not connecting onto Pi right there, Crafty comes in, great zombie wall as well, Chastise from the Anduin, connects onto Stukov, and he does go down. That's 100 stacks for the Nazebo. Keep in mind, he did go into Blood Ritual, takedowns grant 3 stacks of Voodoo Ritual. Darth, thank you for the Prime Gaming for 7 months. I'll resend your alert when we get out of game. Maybe you might trigger the secret new sub alert, or the new Prime Gaming alert. And as a reminder, all subs, gifted subs, tier 2, tier 3s, which do give extra tickets, will get you raffle entries into the Baja Rust giveaway at the end of October. So from now until October, get your subs, gifted subs, and stuff in. Also, if you want to get a raffle ticket in, you can get a discount on your sub by gifting a sub right now. I think you can also still get discounted on like brand new subs for like 6 months at a time or something like that. Darth, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Semper Fire Dog. Thank you, I appreciate that, bud. It's very nice of you. Oh! Oh, the haunting wave to deny the cocoon. Nicely played. But will the Sylvanas fall to the chain CC? Absolutely. She makes the YouTube play, but it's more of a YouTube highlight than an actual play, as I say. That is a great entomb. We do have the Genji able to get the cyber agility out. Multi-shots out from Sonics. Nice Rain of Vengeance. Weenie Hut Sr. going down right there. Burrow in from a Nubarak, finding some good damage. Charmander low. Lacerates is available, but he doesn't even go for it, as this will be 3 kills in quick succession to the side of Mallow Oats, who have enough for a turn-in. They could boss turn in here if they really wanted to. Thank you again, Darth. I really appreciate it. Darth, by the way, how many days until the name change? How many days until the name change? Because it's got to be soon, right? Saturday. Yeah, I was like, you rated today, and I was like, I feel like it's like right around the corner when he should be able to change his name again. 2 more days. Saturday night. All right, well, I should be streaming Sunday. That's the game plan at this time, unless someone convinced me to take 2 days off in a row. I probably won't take a day off on Sunday just because we didn't stream as much yesterday as I wanted to, and obviously I didn't stream last weekend because I was on vacation, so kind of want to hit my hours. So we'll probably have tons of stream. By the way, since October's coming around, we will be having more horror games coming into our stream. So some games might be put on pause, but we will be continuing. Or we're going to be playing a bunch of horror games. Like StarCraft 2 will probably be on pause after we do the Commander Day. By the way, Viewer Commander Day next Wednesday. So this upcoming Wednesday, the first week in October, we're going to do viewer games in StarCraft 2 with co-op commanders. So be sure to come by for that one. Oh, I was waiting for it. The big death wave coming out from the Webweaver confirms the kill. That will be the stitches to go down to Leoric, as well as a massive siege through mid lane is yielding quite a bit for Mallow Oats. Darth, thank you for the 69 bits as well. I'll send the alert when we get out of game. It might be soon, because it seems like the siege is working out pretty good for the members of Mallow Oats. Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas will be ripped almost point blank, and it feels like it was just an attempted disengage tool, or at least to force the enemy back. 60 gems are necessary for the Mallow Oats team to get a turn in here. They've basically had back-to-back turn-ins, Terminator anchoring in the bush for the allies. 1 gem, a singular gem, is necessary for the side of La Familia to get their Webweaver summoned. Will they be able to do this? That would be their first of the game. Thank you, Darth. I appreciate it. Queuing up the funny. I appreciate you. Seriously, that's nice of you. Thank you very much for the subs and the gifts and all that good stuff. Alrighty, so neither team taking boss just yet. Nazebo at 169 stacks. Nice. The last time we checked in, he was at 69, so he's gained quite a few. Not far off. But as I had mentioned, he could go into like the I think it's bad medicine at level 20 and reduce his stacks by utilizing... I think it gives him, like, Unstoppable and some other factors. Like, it's like a self-cleanse, but it's like a 30-second cooldown that consumes, what is it, 5 stacks of your Voodoo Ritual? I think that's what it is. Well, we'll see what Nazebo takes at level 20. Until then, we will hold fast, because technically the Believers have won, but we won't pay out the bet just yet. Light Bomb from the Anduin onto the Anubarak does connect onto 3 enemy heroes. Jubileus is looking to back away, but just can't really do it right now. That's going to be the Ravenous Spirit getting the big old slaps. Big old slappy ghost. Big slappy ghost coming through. And with the double kill, this should be the mid lane keep to fall, but do they want to go core? 196 stacks on the Nazebo. Genji finishes out his level 4. And with the chase onto a couple enemies, I don't think this will be enough to end. The death timers are getting a little low here. Webweaver availability, what is that? 24 gems are necessary for the side of Mallow Oats. Boss is up and available if they want to go for that, and the top lane keep front gate has already been taken down. This might be the window that La Familia needs to get a defensive Webweaver turn-in. And when I say defensive, that my assumption in that moment is that the Webweaver will be summoned, but it's not going to be getting any sort of structural value. Just kind of pushes out the lanes and denies some of that just ever-encroaching catapult value. But it doesn't look like anyone's going to be able to step out just yet. We have a solid 2-level disparity, and we have a talent tier advantage to the side of Mallow Oats. Let's see what happens here as the boss comes through. Burrow charge onto Malthiel. He's trying to back away. He's taking a lot of damage. Chastise goes out. There's going to be a hook onto Terminator, who just Wraith walks right out of there. break the wrist, walk away, as the top lane boss will be coming through onto the keep. No freeing of Harrison Jones, still in the game. Hook, Gorge, Cocoon. Cocoon auto spits out the target, so a nice counterplay. There's going to be that defensive Webweaver phase. I say defensive, but mid lane should get some value if left uncontested. But with the kill onto Malthiel, he's not down for the next 9 seconds. If another kill could happen, this might be core. The boss is still pretty healthy. Crafty Devil gets hooked, and he burrows away. But no, that'll be Webweaver and top ending. Boss taking that down. Boss will get how much damage? It's going to be some core scratching. No actual damage onto the core. Mid lane, Webweaver will be cleared out before it finds any value beyond pushing out the wave. And yeah, as I said, this will be defensive. But as we take stock of the gems, 14... That is 51, 52, 53... they have enough for a turn-in, right? Yeah, because they only need 55. So they have enough for a turn-in here if my caster math is right. Yes, they do. And so they do. 54, so that's 2 waves for the side of Mallow Oats. They can get 3 from this wave, and they could pick up a few more on top, but that wave is a little far out, so it's going to be a few gems to be turned in. I think they're going to make the initial deposit and then look for those 3 extra gems. Yeah, it's 3, right? 5, 7, yeah, 3. Weenie Hut Sr. in the bush. I don't think he sees anyone here. He's not seeing anyone on the opposing side. That's the vision of the Mallow Oats crew. I'm just gonna jump between visions really quickly because there's no 16 talent tier. Boss is up in about a little less than 3 minutes. And so I think they're going to just easily get this clear. I'm looking at the opposing side vision. Both teams just trying not to show in lane as much as possible. All right, Leoric gets that. That'll be Pie Maker with the turn in. 200 and... Oh, Cocoon! Nice! X-Strike from Genji. 45 gems could have been lost right there. Genji. Whew. Terrifying in that moment. So the Webweavers, they descend around fort range. Yeah, they're going to descend right around where the forts are in all 3 lanes. Maybe a little bit further, actually further down and bottom, because the Webweaver descends as close to the enemy minion wave or close to structure. Bottom lane, that closest structure is the fort front, or is the keep front gate. So yeah, this is going to descend nearly on top of the keep. Hook out from Stitches on Vala. Sonics gets the Leap of Faith from the Anduin. As we pull away the talents really quickly, we are going to have 0 to 9 in kills. The members of Mallow Oats looking aggressive here in map number 3. They want to confirm this in a dominant way. They haven't even lost much on the map. I'm going to quickly check really quickly. Gate, and Gate are all still available. This is a very strong showing here in map number 3 from the side of Mallow Oats. Can La Familia make the the titanic defense? Light Bomb doesn't synergize with the Burrow onto the Anubrak. That Sylvanas is very low. Big Entomb onto Charmander, who's trying to just get out. Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas. Chastise goes out onto the Malthiel, and he will fall to Leoric. Webweaver cleared out through the mid and bottom. Top lane is cleared out as well. Sylvanas gets the short distance haunting wave. Gorge onto the Pie Maker. Cocoon from Crafty Devil onto Genji. And there's a zombie wall. That's a double kill. It's a triple kill. Can they make it a quadra? Absolutely, as the catapult shots come through. And ladies and gentlemen, the members of Mallow Oats take the series 2-1. GG. Well played.